two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 20. Five. Sanders' first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jefferson on the tackle.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Stafford. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
Is good.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on. The rest of the game goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third down, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays are going to pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56, Mike, 56. Yo. 56.
Hurts. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. Third down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
That's the end.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coleman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coleman now. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Again, the ball carrier.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is Coleman, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
5 yards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former Ram, Roby Coleman. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check 24, check 24. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Check.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, they all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down.
from the 50. Stafford going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Rams 3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick-6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some bet.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Casey Hayward.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 13.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have moved a lot of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 7 yards.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So they will go for it. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Stafford here. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 83 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 59, Mike is 50. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. What's the run? What's up, baby? That's Babe's up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Running with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
For Eagles 42, Rams 9.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
It's 2nd down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Come on, 11.
Here's Akers. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down. Sanders, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
43-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Made back at the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Aaron Donald. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
that's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Pay attention, pay attention. Blitz. 53 is the 70 Lion. Coming to you. Check 37, check 37, 25, check.
They'll run. It's Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. A big offensive bits of explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.